Okay, so in tech news today, we got Elon is going to open source Grok this week. So this is in counter basically to OpenAI's Chat GPT, which if you don't know, he was a part of with Sam Altman. He had a kind of a back end. Um, I don't know how involved he was, but he was definitely involved somehow. Um, but so he feels he feels like the direction that they took with OpenAI's ChatGPT was wrong, and he feels like they're going on. Basically, they're trying to monetize that heavily, and they're keeping it closed source. So he's against that. So his way of doing that, just like he did with Twitter or X now, is he's going to do his own thing, and then he's gonna he's gonna combat the other with his. So we'll see how it goes. I'm gonna read this article here. I'm trying not to read your guys' comments here because it's throwing me off a little. I'll read them after. Okay, this is TechCrunch.com. I don't really know these guys, so I can't say if these guys are reputable or not. But the article seemed okay, so I'll read it. So Elon Musk says XAI will open source Grok this week. Elon Musk's AI startup XAI will open source Grok, its chatbot rivaling ChatGPT this week. The entrepreneur said days after suing OpenAI and complaining that the Microsoft-backed startup had deviated from its open source roots. XAI released Grok last month, arming it with features including access to real-time information and views undeterred by politically correct norms. The service is available to customers paying for X's $16 monthly subscription. So, well, you are going to have to pay to get it, which is fine if it's something that is useful. I have no problem with that. It's funny because if you do use ChatGPT or have used ChatGPT, you do know that it does that. It kind of like it skews information and kind of takes that politically correct stance, I guess, on how it gives out information. So hopefully this doesn't do that. I'm guessing it won't. It's Elon Musk, so most likely it won't. Musk, who didn't elaborate on what all aspects of Grok he planned to open source, helped co-found OpenAI with Sam Altman nearly a decade ago as a counterweight to Google's dominance in artificial intelligence. But OpenAI, which was required to also make its technology freely available to the public, has become closed source and shifted focus to maximizing profits for Microsoft, Musk alleged in the lawsuit filed late last month. To this day, OpenAI's website continues to profess that its charter is to ensure that AGI benefits all of humanity. In reality, however, OpenAI has been transformed into a closed source, de facto subsidiary of the largest technology company in the world, Microsoft, Musk's lawsuit alleged. The lawsuit has ignited a debate among many technologists and investors about the merits of open source AI. The node Khosla, whose firm is among the earliest backers of OpenAI, called Musk's legal action a massive distraction from the goals of getting AGI and its benefits. Mark Andreessen, co-founder of Andreessen Horowitz, accusing Khosla of lobbying to ban open source research in AI. Every significant new technology that advances human well-being is greeted by a grinned-up moral panic, said Andreessen, whose firm A16Z has backed Mistral, whose chatbot is open source. This is just the latest. So, the promise to imminently open source Grok will help XAI join the list of a number of growing firms, including Meta and Mistral, that have published the codes to their chatbots to the public. Musk has long been a proponent of open source. Tesla, another firm he leads, has open sourced many of its patents. Tesla will not initiate patent lawsuits against anyone who, in good faith, wants to use our technology, Musk said in 2014. X, formerly known as Twitter, also open sourced some of its algorithms last year. He reaffirmed his criticism of Altman-led firm Monday, saying OpenAI is a lie. Okay, so, Musk has to be this guy. Musk is this guy. I'm glad he's doing this. We've talked about this before in the podcast. AI and AGI, it's very sketchy. It's a very new, scary place to be. But, to have some of these firms close source what they're doing with these chatbots and AI programs, I don't know, it just seems scary to me and could lead to, some of these like tech oligarchies that you kind of like, you've seen in the movies and stuff. Like, one obviously would come to come to mind would be in Terminator, Skynet. But so it's nice to see that you've got a guy, a pioneer like Musk, coming in there and saying, look, you know what? I don't really care about the money. I just care more about humanity and about, obviously he has the ego about it. He wants to be the guy, but he's going to open source this stuff for us and, make it available to everyone. So, hopefully it keeps everybody on kind of an even keel, but I guess we'll have to see.